So Amber is an energy retailer. We're a tech company on a mission, and that mission is to shift Australia to 100% renewables. So what we try and do is give customers the tools and incentives to consume electricity when it's both cheaper and greener. So what does that mean in reality? We pass through wholesale electricity prices. So you pay the wholesale price for energy you consume for the grid, but if you have solar and battery, you also get paid for what you export at the same rate as the big fossil fuel fired generators. So what that means is at peak times in the middle of the summer, your feed-in tariff can be up to $15 per kilowatt hour. And so if you have Amber and a battery, that means you have the potential to really accelerate the payback of your battery and get full advantage of your solar and battery system. So Australia's done a great job in terms of renewables, in terms of rooftop solar. We're world leading. The interesting challenge with renewables is that you can't control when the sun is shining or when the wind is blowing. So right now, renewables are cost competitive with fossil fuels in terms of energy production, but we don't always need energy when the sun is shining or when the wind is blowing, and so batteries really help us fill that gap. If you have a battery, you can store energy when it's produced and then have it ready for when you really need it, and that's a huge gap, and it will really help us drive more uptake of renewables across Australia. And then battery optimization takes it to the next level because you can actually have forecasts for price, for what your solar is going to do, and for how much energy your home is going to use. So you can actually plan ahead, optimize the battery for that. And Amber does this a bit differently than other VPPs in that we optimize everything for your specific house. So we have an algorithm for what your solar is going to do, for what your load's going to be, and for the price. And then we basically optimize it for your individual household, not for an aggregate of thousands of households. And we also let you keep control. So whatever you want to be doing with your battery, if you want to charge or discharge or turn off optimizations at any time, you are welcome to do that. You always have control. So we hear from customers a lot that just the upfront cost is a challenge. So it's great to see costs coming down this year and also more and more financing options. So really excited to be working with you guys on that. Another one is just accessibility to the VPP offers. So understanding what they are and what the value is and if it's worth it for consumers. What we hear a lot is that traditional VPPs haven't really been designed with what the customer wants and needs at the core of it. And so at Amber, we try and really make sure that we keep in mind what the customer wants, what they need. We let them keep control of their battery, and we give them like full transparency around the value that is being delivered by that automation and pass it 100% back to them. First of all, it gives people access to financing, and we know that the upfront capital cost is a huge barrier. And then secondly, it helps customers pick an option and then understand what are the energy plans available for them. And so that helps with the customer barrier of like, what is a VPP? What do I do? Like, what is the best plan for me? And I think it brings together different plans that are actually created for customers with solar and battery. So you create this streamlined process that helps the installer make more sales, helps the customer get a better like ROI on their battery and probably a better fit for their system. Amber's mission is to shift Australia to 100% renewables, and we see residential battery uptake as critical to achieving that mission. And we see the platform as bringing together critical elements of the value chain. So installers, financing, energy plans, retailers, and consumers. We think it can help installers sell more batteries. And the difference with Amber is that by joining Amber, customers will have the opportunity to further decrease the payback time for their batteries, decrease their energy bills, and really get rewarded for the role that they're playing in driving the energy transition.